What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we're going to be talking about Pacesetter, and if you haven't heard already, this guy got disqualified from a tournament last night because a streamer called Tommey, who's also a professional player for 100 Thieves, actually outed this guy as a cheater. He called him out for using Wallhacks, and we're going to demonstrate a couple of the moments where it actually happened. And Tommey went into his chat and asked Pacesetter to show his monitor, and it got a little bit awkward after that. But we're also going to take a look at some of his gameplay and also a couple of the actions in which he decided to take, which screamed guilt. So before we get started, as usual, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up if you do enjoy the video. Let's try and get this video to 1,000 likes. Also, follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeeman. This is the best way for you guys to contact me about any streamers who you believe are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. Before we get started watching any of the videos, I want to show you guys his actual page. This is his Twitch TV page, Pacesetter, 3.9k followers. Okay, so there are actually videos available to watch still, including a couple of past broadcasts on his page. What we're going to do, though, we are going to go and take a look at the footage from where Tommey actually outs him and the whole situation surrounding that, so we can actually get a little bit of insight as to why Tommey believed he was using wall hacks. Let's go. Now, this guy seems to have fantastic knowledge of enemy locations, even when there isn't a UAV available. This video that we're watching now is actually footage from his 60-kill quads game, and he absolutely knows the enemy's positions. You can actually see him stopping and turning and looking slightly through walls and things like that. He does it in the distance as well. He's doing it now. Again. Now, they've actually got a UAV up, and this is, again, what these top streamers do. Okay, although he's not at the top level, he plays like that. He's a very good player in the sense of his movements, in the sense of his gun game. He's got great gun game, and the idea is that he's actually cheating. So, watch how he moves, watch how he plays, and compare it to some of the top level streamers. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this guy as an example because Tommey, who is a professional Call of Duty player for 100 Thieves, has actually outed this guy as a wall hacker. Now, if you don't know, you can't actually get software with wall hacks without it having aimbot on as well. So I'm wondering, is he using soft aimbot as well? Is he using light hacks throughout this? You'll never be able to tell, would you? Because, again, he could be toggling it off and on. But again, throughout this whole gameplay, his awareness of all enemies is brilliant. Like, he knew that guy was in that building then, and still, there was no one on the UAV at the time, but he managed to kill him. You know, although they showed up on the UAV prior to that, again, it's the fact that he knew nobody there was actually ghosted and still pushed up into that location to finish the guy off and kill his teammate who was trying to get the revive. What I will say, if you want to watch this full footage, this is the only video left on his YouTube channel. Now, it's the only video he's got left on his YouTube channel. If you want to go and watch it before he actually deletes it as well. Although I've got the full footage actually saved to my PC, you know, the chances are he's probably going to delete it. So if you want to see the full gameplay, go and watch it now. He seems to have a very sticky aim. That's all I'm going to say. But we're talking about wall hacks on this one. Let's go and take a look now at the situation where Tommey decided that he thought this guy was cheating. And the chances are with this one, we're going to have to listen a little bit as well. So it's not just going to be me talking. We will have to listen to some of the stuff that's getting said as well.
I know he's sus as fuck. People have so many times people have messaged me stuff about this guy.
Just going to put my headset on for this.
Not 100%. Admin asked this man to check what he's deleted. They have a program to check that you can see what program's been deleted. He asked him to show it on Discord, and Pace has said be right back and hasn't shown shit.
So as you can hear Tommey speaking then, that was Tommey's voice speaking. He says that in the Discord server for this tournament, one of the people who are running the tournament, one of the admins of the tournament, have actually asked Pacesetter to let them run a software checker on his computer, therefore showing whether or not there's been any recently deleted files. Okay, and this would actually show if any cheats were deleted, it would show them. This Pacesetter said be right back, and you know, he's not come back at this point. At the moment, you can see that on his webcam here, he's actually showing his gameplay, but there's a situation we'll see shortly where you actually see Tommey question him and ask him to show it and not touch anything, and he actually touches something on the keyboard, but we'll get to that shortly.
Cheats going this else. All of the kids that I play with, we had a meeting in Discord because they play with Pacesetter, and they all said 100% he cheats.
What you just heard Tommey talk about there was actually somebody sending him a message. This is somebody who actually plays with Pacesetter, and they've said that they've had a discussion with the group of people who they all play with, who all play with him, Pacesetter, and they've all agreed that he cheats. Now, this could be a way for them to actually get their names cleared, because he plays with a couple of names who I've noticed and had sent to me in the past, so these people are on my radar as well. And that's the question you've got to be asking yourself. If one of them is a cheater and they've been playing together for so long, how are these other guys who are top level players, they might not be top level streamers, but they play at that level, how are they not aware that their teammates using cheats? How are they not questioning his teammates' call-outs? That's what you've got to ask yourself. What we're going to do now, we're going to be listening to the way Tommey describes some of this gameplay, and listen to how he's describing the fact that he believes Pacesetter is wall hacking, and you'll see him go into Pacesetter's chat, type something in about don't touch anything, just turn your camera around and show me your monitor, and you'll see the reaction in the whole situation and how it got from 0 to extremely awkward real fast.
I'm gonna land right back. I mean, we can try to kill that. That's 4 easy kills.
Yeah. I mean, the quad that was by me.
He never...
By right here.
I'm telling you, bro, I've been watching, right? Because someone told me to watch him and sent me a couple of clips. And his centering with when people are around him is always on point. And when he has a UAV, right, and there's only one on the radar, sometimes he jumps in at the one guy. And then the second time there was only one guy showing on the radar in gas. One guy showing in gas. And he was so scared to push in. He was so scared to push in at gas, and then Daft went in, and there was 3 people in there.
Let's fight these kids, bro.
Man, I just cracked him. You're weird. I got stunned.
I really hope he's not.
Something Tommey actually missed there is that Pacesetter says, let's fight these kids, bro. Okay, so he's calling his teammates up with him. He's calling Mr. Daft up with him. Even though there's only one showing on the minimap, on the UAV, he says, let's, do these kids, plural. It's not an individual, it's a plural. And that's something that Tommey actually missed there as well. So not only is Tommey right in what he's saying, is that he's actually called his teammate up, and you'll see that he lets his teammate, Mr. Daft, go in first, suited name. Lets him go in first, he gets down, and the whole situation seems a little bit chocker. Okay, so watch this now.
But look, you see only one guy on the radar, okay? One guy, but he wouldn't push in. He's always saying the name knowing. It's science up with this man. I want to ask him to switch his webcam around.
Also, before we actually get to the point where he makes him switch his webcam around, I'd like to say that you can see there, just at that situation then, let's go back a little bit. That as he goes round this corner, he doesn't go in, as Tommey said, he didn't push in, even though there's only one. And in a usual situation, if there's one showing on the minimap on the UAV, this guy will push in. This Pacesetter will be pushing him, rushing him, and doing what he does, okay? But he doesn't, because he's obviously aware that there's more than one in there. But watch his position of his crosshair as he stands by the window. He doesn't actually aim out of sight. He's always ADS while he's by this window. And he always seems to be looking in the exact direction an enemy is.
One guy, but he wouldn't push in.
See, and now he knows where he is. Turns to the left again. Even that third enemy in there, so there was 3 in there. He shot at one on the right, and just slowly moves to the left, shoots at the other one, and lifts it up slightly to shoot the third. Okay, his position in there was brilliant, considering there was only one guy showing on the UAV for him to have full awareness of where all three enemies were inside that garage. It's unreal. It's literally impossible for him to know that. Or very, very, very lucky. Anyway, Tommy's mentioned already at this point that he wants to go into the chat and ask this guy to flip his camera around and show his monitor. So we're going to get to that point now. This is the moment. Tommy's typing in, without touching anything, Pace, flip your camera on your screen real quick. Like, pick it up and show your screen. Enter. So at that point, he's pressed send, and you can see straight away the Pacesetter looks at his monitor, does a fake yawn, and this is something Tommey points out. This isn't me pointing it out. This guy does a fake yawn, and it's clearly fake.
Like this direction, I don't know where the fuck it was from.
So he looks back at the monitor again, on his left, and looking how far back he looks to his left as well. He then gets domed out of nowhere. Now, this guy's obviously just been sniped at because he's not paying attention. He's worrying. He's just read exactly what Tommy's put in his chat. And he's trying to think of something quick. What can I do to respond to this? Okay. Now, at this moment...
You good?
Yeah.
And you can actually tell, and I'll tell you now, like, if you actually analyse somebody's voice pattern, you can tell in his voice he's nervous, he's scared, he's got a shaky voice, okay? Oh, yeah, bro. Okay, you can already tell by his response that he's aware of that message. He's looked at the chat twice now, okay? And both times he's probably trying to figure out what the hell am I going to say. But now watch this.
He's editing something.
Fake yawn, and Tommey points out that he's editing
Touching
something now.
He's just touched something.
You see him glance down twice, right? And Tommey calls it. He's touching something.
Not touching your screen.
That guy's not
Move
missing.
your camera screen real
He's
quick.
cheating?
Give it a share. I got.
And then he reads the message out loud after he's already pressed whatever he needs to press. Okay, and Tommey is not stupid. Tommey clocked it, and Tommy's saying, listen, mate, I'm on to you.
Is he cheating?
Nah.
He just did it. He just fucking touched it. You've seen him do it with his keyboard.
Any bread anyway?
Touch something? I touched.
At this moment, you can actually see that Tommy's absolutely furious. He's devastated as well because the guy just didn't listen to him. And he does it in a very sneaky manner. He tries to fake yawn whilst having a couple of looks down and pressing something on his keyboard. Tommey didn't let it slide, okay? And he actually says something in the chat after that. He said, I just watched you, you touched it, but there's a logo in the way, I can't see it properly. He actually says and agrees with him that, yeah, I touched my keyboard.
Yes. You toggled.
I can monitor cam Tommy for the rest of the thing if you want me to.
Pace. Come on. Why did you touch
Yeah, I'll monitor
your
cam.
keyboard?
How do I set this up?
If we even win.
I'll monitor.
What
cam
did you
for Tommy.
touch? He just touched his keyboard. This is terrible acting. He literally just touched his keyboard. Answer.
What did you touch? I tapped out my game real quick.
Why?
Tapped out my game.
I've just caught him. I fucking knew it.
Why? It's because I was gonna start some music up. See my music right here on my left monitor.
You haven't done any music.
And he said there that he was tabbing out of his game so that he can actually set up music on his left monitor. But if you remember rightly, and Tommey does point this out as well, but I'm going to say it now, is that he doesn't look left whatsoever while he's in the situation of knowing that Tommy's messaged in his chat and tabbing out on his keyboard. He does nothing but look forward at his game monitor and look down at his keyboard twice at little glances. Not once does he look heavily over to the left, which he would have to do if he was picking a song on his music. But he doesn't. He doesn't look left whatsoever. You can go back and watch that yourselves, guys. But Tommey says and calls him on it, you know, you're not doing it, blah, blah, blah. Tommey actually reaches out after this situation to the admin of the tournament in the Discord and says, you know, this guy's clearly walling. And that's when they actually got in touch with him and asked him to show whatever softwares he had running or let them scan his PC for any softwares. And the guy's like, be right back, and doesn't come back. Okay, there's lots of clips going around at the moment of this guy. A lot of fake videos going around as well. People trying to actually make views off of footage that isn't there. So, you know, be careful in what you're watching. But what I will say is that this guy is playing with some of the best Warzone players out there. He's competing against some of the best Warzone players out there, and he's not at that much of a level. He's not even at 4,000 followers, but the guy is cheating. The guy is using Wallhacks, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's using a light aimbot as well. And the reason I say that is because them two actually come as the same software. So if he's got Wallhacks injected, what's to say he hasn't got an aimbot injected where he can toggle it off and on as well? If he's able to toggle Wallhacks off at the touch of a key, okay, what's stopping him having aimbot as well? Nothing. Tommey caught this guy, not me. I'm just emphasising it to get the word out about Pacesetter being a cheater. If you want to actually go and watch Tommy's stream, I will drop the link below, and this will have all the information in of everything that happened, everything that went on, all the footage that Tommey actually went through and watched on his stream. You will see it all in there. But for me, this is it. Right, well, here we have it, guys. Some clear-cut examples of Pacesetter using walls. His positioning, his pre-aim, his pre-fire, everything seems to be on point in all the footage that Tommey went through, as well as the footage where he dropped 60 kills in a quads game. The guy seems to just be unreal with X-ray vision of sorts. As we've said in the past, X-ray vision isn't possible in Warzone. But you've got to ask yourself as well, who does this guy move like? Who does he play like? Who do you see playing exactly the same as this guy? But it doesn't get questioned. I know full well that my name is only just becoming relevant. I understand that my word is only just becoming credible. And unfortunately for me, that makes my job a lot harder. I have to put a hell of a lot more effort into actually catching people who are cheating. If I put this kind of evidence out about any other streamer who was at the same level as, say, Tommey or, I don't know, Jukies or someone like that, if I was to put this level of evidence out about one of them, it would probably be brushed under the rug, or a lot of people would disagree with me. Now, Tommey has some stature. Tommey is a name. He's a head. He is literally a well-known person, and he has been known for calling people out in the past and getting it 100% right. But so have I. And this is the difference. He's got a hell of a lot of a following behind him, and people believe him off his word. It actually shows by the fact that the people running the competition disqualified Pacesetter and his team because Pacesetter was using Wallhacks based on Tommy's word. This is where I'm looking to get to, guys. The more we share these videos, the bigger the audience will be, and the more people will share out, and more people will be aware of these cheaters, so no one else actually ends up watching them in the future when this video has been out for a couple of weeks or so on. So we need to keep it relevant, keep sharing the videos, keep letting people know who is and isn't a cheater. And that's the way we've got to look at it. It's not a vendetta against anyone in particular. It's not an attack on anyone in particular. It is, if you are cheating, you will get caught, and I will out you. Unfortunately for me, in this instance, Tommey beat me to the punch, and he actually outed him. But hats off to Tommey. The guy has got a reputation to withhold, and he took a risk in saying this guy was cheating, but he knew. He knew deep down, and he said that he'd known for a while, but he wasn't 100%. But when he actually went into his chat and asked him, it was 100% proof, just by his reaction. Started fake yawning and things like that. Oh my God, get over yourself, lad. Right, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We are trying to get it to 1,000 likes. I think we can do it. Also, drop a comment below and let me know what you think about Pacesetter. Do you believe he was walling? Do you believe Tommey when Tommey says he's walling? Do you believe me? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget, guys, to follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeeman. This is the best way for you guys to contact me about any streamers who you believe are cheating. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!